I think a part of what I should do in these videos now is kind of show you some of the cool things I'll get while I'm in the military. I'm a huge fan of coins and Challenger coins, as well as patches, right? And so it's always cool when I get a new one or something different, right? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but if it recorrects itself, we'll see. I really hope it does, because it's a really cool patch. But yeah, so that's that. And then I just got this new one. I don't know if it's gonna like really pop up. I really hope it does, because these are cool. If not, I'll probably like ping a little picture of them on there. But they just feel so cool. Like, and then I can add to the collection over here. This was from an actual flight, so it wasn't from a commander or anything, which I think at the end of the day also, not to mention it's a bottle opener. So that's a cool little thing. So yeah, no, it's just something about, with the military, one thing's for sure, I loved just the collectibles, right? You go to like a flea market, and I see it all the time, and part of the reason later on down in life, when I've escaped the matrix, whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna be sitting in a flea market just selling little collectibles, right? Or buying them, because they're just so cool to have. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Yeah, a little bit about myself. Hope you guys are having a good one. Hope everything's going well, even though 9 times out of 10, I know it's not the case, but hey, you gotta keep on striving, you gotta keep on thriving, you gotta keep on living. All right, so this is more or less just a little wrap up about the entire month, and just some things that I've picked up over the time frame, right? So we are on track for 4K in commissions, which when it's just gonna be incredible. I already know it's gonna happen, and so that's what's exciting about it. It's the fact that I know I'm gonna get over the line, and it's gonna happen. And it's just the feeling of thinking back to Kuwait, thinking back to the cold calling, thinking back to when I didn't believe, all those feelings that I was facing that entire time, and how it slowly just like it trickled away, like it went away after, truly grinding, expecting nothing for months, and then getting opportunities left and right. That's what's exciting about it. It's a blessing. And then now I have somebody that I just hanged out with a lot, right? To give you an idea, his name is Fat, and we ended up meeting in the weirdest of ways. I was working outside doing calisthenics, and he was a calisthenics guy too, and he was heading to school, and he saw me, and so we had a conversation, popped one, and then hanged out for a little bit, like a few days later, and then a few months, and then he was like, I really want to get into it, what you're doing. And so we slowly segued him into obviously first learning sales, getting into a cold calling role, and he is on track to hitting 1K this month. It's just crazy. Like, December time frame, this was not in the picture, and now we are at a position where we are able to make money from this. We're able to help out other people. We're able to go on these trips that I could have never imagined, with June coming up, and then going back to the States for one of my buddies' graduation, and then also going somewhere later on in July. It is unreal. And to give you an idea, there's this YouTuber named Fonzie, and he's a fitness influencer on Instagram too. You've probably seen him. He did the same thing. He was not National Guard. He was Coast Guard. He got out after his 4 years. He traveled for about 3 months, and then he started obviously doing his stuff. But throughout that entire time, he was working. Throughout that entire time, he was doing bodybuilding and all that stuff. And then there was 1 year where he literally had like a checklist of things that he wanted to accomplish, and what he wanted to be, what he wanted to look like, who he wanted to be seen as, and he achieved it in 4, and he's still achieving it. And so it gives me that motivation to know after the military, there's a whole different world. There's a whole different world out there, and it just stems from just visualizing it, seeing it down to the point. I visualize myself by November time frame, I will be in the best shape of my life. I will be absolutely chiseled. Everything will be perfect, right? Definitely gonna grow out the hair a lot more as I start transitioning into the reserves. So I'll be honest, I'm gonna grow my hair out a lot, like to the point where I'm gonna have to slick it back just to keep it in regs. That's how much I'm gonna go. And then keep the mustache. The mustache gonna be beautiful in November. And then keep a little bit of this. Maybe have a beard. I really like this look. I think it's nice. And then obviously improve the style. I love these type of like fits. I want to end up getting some sort of clothing brand started up, just like a little small one, a little local, where we have these type of shirts, really loose fitted, airy, that has like cool little sayings, cool little like vintage vibes. I think it's so cool. It's so cool to have it. And maybe have those challenger coins, maybe have like different coins and stuff like that. It's just such a cool thing, man. Like it's so exciting. But if you were to paint the picture last year, this was not the case. This was not the case at all. I was out in Kuwait being a douchebag, out in Kuwait just thinking I'm hot shit, thinking, you know, the world revolves around me, which it's a good mindset to have if you're trying to build something up. But there's a lot of regret that played in that part. There's a lot of regret throughout that time where I genuinely felt like I was not just taking advantage of the fact that I'm out there in the Middle East. Taking advantage of the fact that I'm out there, like I can travel, I can go do this, I can go do that. I was so focused on trying to make money, so focused on trying to make systems happen, which I'm grateful for, right? I'm grateful for the fact that that was the case. But there comes a time where you're just like, okay, like enjoy what you're doing right now. You don't have to, you know, avoid other people that are around you, right? You guys are all in the same situation, same environment. Everybody's thousands of miles away from each other, right? They want to interact. There's opportunities to, and I simply didn't take it. And it's definitely a regret. But at the same time, what I love about the reserves and what I'm like excited for is the fact that I won't have to commit so much time. And it's really like a separate job. And then say if I do want to get deployed, I can go back to that. I can go experience that. And I can go do it as best as I can, work as hard as I can, truly believe in the mission that's out there, and try my absolute best to be the best person I can be out there. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm trying my absolute hardest at the job that I'm at over at the CSS. I'm absolutely trying just to provide as much value to the job that I'm at, and know that that is going to replicate in my sales calls, in my organizational structure, everything. And speaking of structure and speaking of inventory, we got new monitors. We got it was just something a few minutes away, and I have one upstairs and downstairs, and it's pretty cool because it's like now I have two different things I can look at, organize it properly. But yeah, and the big thing we need to work on, I've been letting clients go too easy. I've been just letting them go. I've just been saying, oh yeah, we can have another meeting next week, XYZ. It's just, it's getting me beat. It's getting me beat. Sort of the beta mindset. Like, obviously there needs to be a fine balance, but at the same time, a lot of these clients that I'm talking to, like, I've been getting to the point where I'm at the end and everything makes sense for them, but they're still like, I need to look this over. I need to, we need to have another conversation, or not even, right? I'll let you know. Where is that stemming from, right? I learned so far it's from my pitch. My pitch needs to improve. Actually pitching the offer the best way I can. I had a conversation with Warren over at AST, and he told me 3 simple steps. It was a book that I ought to read, so I'm going to end up buying it. But breaking everything down in 3 easy steps for somebody to understand, and then having them ask all the questions after, right? Making the pitch very fast and very quick, and having them ask whatever questions they need. I feel like if you overflood people with information, overflood people with stuff, it's going to get to a point where they can't understand the main picture, the bigger picture, and we can't get it. So that's what we're going to work on. I know without a doubt. November, it's going to be a whole different being. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. I can't wait for you guys to watch this in November. Watch all these old videos in November, and then see November time frame. And I'm going to be sitting out in Tampa, and I'm just gonna be sitting there being like, we did it, guys. We did it. We worked everything out, and we conquered. It's a beautiful thing, and we just got to keep on striking, keep on doing everything that we're doing right now. But I hope you guys are having a good one, man. I hope you guys are doing everything you need to do. I've had a lot of people that have hit me up on the side just saying like, hey, with these videos, I got them recommended to me, and it was for a good reason. Last video, I genuinely felt like I was truly striving to give my full authenticity. And I try to do that every time that I have these conversations, to the point where I don't want to make it where I am pushing out content for the sake of it, but pushing out content because I actually have something to say that's valuable, right? I'd rather do that than give you a bunch of fluff and tell you what it is, tell you what it isn't. But it's such an exciting time period. And I could see my vision so clear now. And now we just got to work hard, gift ourselves when those time frames are necessary, so we're not getting completely run dry, and have faith in the process, have faith in what we have here. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a lot of these more coming up. I'm gonna show you, like, I guess every video I'll probably get a new coin, and I'll be like, hey, this is a new coin that I got. It's pretty cool, pretty sick. I want to make my own coins too. I feel like that'd be pretty cool to kind of have, like, as a very, very detailed, like, stuff like this is so detailed, and that's what I love about it. It's so freaking cool. It's got like the crown, because obviously we're based in the UK, and then it's got the flight, the specific flight in there, and then it's got the F-35s, F-15s, all that. Oh man, it's such a sick thing. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. From top of the world, boundaries still don't exist. To the bottom of the depths where life still lives. Do you dare to dream? As a matter of fact, do you dare to take the next step? I'll see y'all later.